Hello. This is the 71st Test from the Future, an experimental podcast from the year 2222, which we are sending from our present to yours. My name is Dirk.
And my name is Simon.
And we're putting the past in podcast. And tonight, it's game night.
Most definitely.
Depending on maybe where the listeners are, it's morning, afternoon.
Could be game... Well, for us it's game night. Sure, they might be listening in the morning.
Game morning.
It doesn't sound as good.
Game afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Game evening.
Yeah.
That could be a thing.
Or otherwise they can just teleport to a time zone where it's night.
Or press pause and wait for it to be night.
That's even clever.
And then press play again.
Yeah, probably in the 21st century is probably still really expensive to teleport.
Yeah, that might be the easier way, just pressing pause.
Yeah, so sorry to our listeners for not being there last week. I think it was the first time that I wasn't in one of our episodes.
I think so. At least the ones we've successfully sent back in time.
Yeah. You mentioned you played my message that I sent to you?
Mm-hmm. I did, yeah. Thanks for sending that, by the way.
Yeah. For the listeners, for those that didn't listen to last week's episode, the teleporter network went down. Doesn't happen a lot. I can't even remember when it happened last.
I also don't remember that. I think it may have happened at one point, but then you weren't on the other side of the world, so you could just walk over. Or I don't remember if you walked or took a car, but either way, it was reasonable for you to get here, but not last week.
No. I mean, I could have been even on the other side of the world, but I was just in Salzburg.
That's pretty far.
Yeah. It's. I was being super ambitious. I can get to you by hoverboard in 8 hours. That's actually what it said. If I had gone full speed in a straight line, I would have been here 8 hours, which would have made me like 5 hours late for appointment. But if you go full speed on a hoverboard, the battery doesn't last.
Right, you can't actually. You'd need like, I guess, one or so an extra one on your back that you would swap to, or maybe an extra two. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and also I had exhausted it by the time because I was basically hoverboarding through Salzburg looking for a teleporter that still works.
Sure.
Until I noticed also the traffic increasing. More and more people hovering around. Mm-hmm. There were no more cars available, and there was basically it got really crowded. Mm-hmm. I mean, like everywhere. Sure. I mean, Salzburg wasn't any different than anywhere else in the world. But and then the news started coming in. Teleporter network down. Mm-hmm. I mean, Salzburg was nice, but I can go there anywhere. Last week I just wanted to get home.
Yeah.
And especially 8 hours. That's also during daylight.
Oh yeah, it's pretty warm right now.
And but last week it was getting evening, so I need to switch on the lights to see where I was hovering. Costed even more battery, so I got as far as Stuttgart, I think, and then I need to go down to charge. And while I was charging, the first teleporter started to get online again, and then people started queuing up for them, and then they went offline again and whatever. So I think I got here at some point during Sunday. So.
Yeah. It's okay. I recorded an episode by myself and it went pretty well.
Okay. Well, on to game night.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
So I think we've had one episode where we spoke about Red Dress. We actually played.
We played at least one round. I can't remember if we played more, but we played at least one round of Red Dress before. And
then I think we mentioned, hey, we should do it again. And then
and now we are.
Yeah, exactly. Now we are there. So
however long ago that was, now we are.
We are. But also we went to the Wall recently, and then there was a game night there. It's pretty popular in pubs where like Red Dress and a bunch of other games that you can play in teams that are just basically being played in pubs, and it's really popular. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it reminded us of us saying some time ago, let's do that. So
but what I also like, if we're doing it the two of us, because it's just the two of us, then one of us will win.
That's true. Yeah.
Because I stink when it's in a pub.
Yeah, sure. Then I mean, neither of us won at least that evening, and often I don't. So, but now I've got a 50-50 chance of winning.
But it's also if you're playing it privately, then like in a pub, I also have the idea that the questions are harder and the people are smarter. If you put a bunch of random people together, then whatever. But these people,
some people do take it very seriously.
I mean, people are earning a living just playing games.
Sure.
Sounds fun. But anyway, for the people listening, so we have a few games lined up. I'm not sure if we get to all of them, but we'll definitely get to PrivTriv because that's what we're starting with. We plan to play looting. We thought maybe a little bit of more red dress. Maybe we get to Congo Shuffle. SnatchIt would also be nice. We'll just see how far we get. Either we get bored or the listeners get bored, or we get teleporter network goes down again. Because one or two of these games actually require
us to go out somewhere and get something.
Yeah, exactly. So
that could be a sudden halt to the episode.
Yeah, then one of us needs to wrap it up by themselves. But we're getting pretty good at this.
Yeah.
So shall we start with PrivTriv?
Let's do that.
Shall I play the host?
Yeah. Shall I explain what the game is?
Yeah,
for our
that's
listeners,
fine.
Maybe some of these games they know of, but some of them they don't. So PrivTriv is short for Privacy Trivia. And what you do is you look for a random place in the world on your lens, and you just pick a random person that you see. And then the game downloads as much data about the person as it can, and then turns it into a multiple choice quiz. And people playing just need to guess as much about the person as possible. And so we'll get the questions and we'll read them to each other.
Yeah. What usually happens is the pub is you basically have a network where everybody connects to. So on your lens, everybody has the same vision.
Right.
So this is going to be...
We'll do a little bit of describing so that listeners can also imagine what we're looking at.
Exactly. So Simon and I are now hooked to the same network. So on our lenses, we share what we see, which makes it easier to play at least this particular game. For some of the other games, we need to disconnect again, and
sure,
we'll figure something out. Shall we just have the lens to a random location?
Sounds good. Yeah, rather than us telling it a place, because that might bias it in some way.
Yeah. Okay. Let me start the randomization. All right. Okay. So what do we see at the moment? Shall we tell the audience? I see what's this, like a grass, a patch of grass?
Yeah, and on it there's a red and white blanket, a checkered blanket. Looks like a picnic laid out.
Ah, yeah. There's several. There's also people in the distance, so there seems to be several people picnicking here.
Ah, yeah. Popular picnic place. Let's not say the name of the place. Keep it just to describing, rather than reading text. Sure, and on the blanket, some people are sitting, enjoying the picnic, and I think it's highlighted the person we need to look at,
But we can swap, I think. I'm not sure if I have that selected or not, but we can also swap if we say, hey, let's take the person with the blue shirt.
Sure, we could choose someone.
But we can also take the guy with the blue shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so there's a guy in a blue shirt sitting on a blanket. There's two kids running around. I guess that's the person.
Sure. Should we describe how the person looks for the listeners, or just leave it at that?
Maybe I can download the data, and then you can describe briefly what he looks like. So I will just activate the download.
Sure. So while you do that, he's sitting down, but he looks like he's a very tall, very broad man. He's got a huge amount of ginger hair all around the sides of his head, completely bald on top. Big green glasses. He's got a big smile on his face. He's got a big pie in one hand, a big beer in the other. Looks like he's having a good time,
His shoes are interesting. They are black and white checkered.
Yep. There's a checker theme going on here, at least with the shoes and the blanket.
The download finished.
Okay, let's go from there then.
And then, so PrivTriv is randomly, basically what it does now is it basically randomly sifting through all the data that we have of this person and gives us random questions about the person, and based on what we see and guess, I guess a lot of prejudice involved, I guess.
Could be. Especially if it looks like if the person looks like someone we already know.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but I think the first question is, there we go. Shall I read it out loud?
Yeah, please.
What's this man's name?
Well, okay, that's tricky to tell.
But it's multiple choice. Shall I read the answers?
That makes it easier. Oh, yes, please do.
Alex, Maximilian, Dimitri, Kostas.
Okay, that at least for me, that doesn't really help. Like from, how some people, you have a look at them and you think, oh, that's clearly, I don't know. And then you think of a name and it somehow matches their face.
Yeah.
But
I'm going for Dimitri.
Okay. Sure. Okay. We don't need to discuss it. We just say what we, actually, yeah. Right. Especially in this case, I have no idea. So I may as well just flip a coin or choose randomly. I'm going to close my eyes. Boink. Maximilian.
Okay. So now let's see.
What's the actual answer?
It's Costas. Okay.
Well, okay.
We said before, if it's two of us, then it's at least a 50% of winning.
Of winning, I guess it could be a draw. I didn't consider that.
Exactly. If we're both having everything wrong.
Yeah.
Then we're still tied for first place.
Exactly. And there's still some questions to go.
Okay. You want to take the next one?
Yeah, I can read the next one. What did Costas eat for dinner yesterday? Okay. Not today at the picnic, but yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Or I say, anyway. Pizza, carrots and peas, pineapple Stewart, or pills?
Pills?
Pills. It's spelled like medicine, that type of pills. But from the sound, okay, we should clear it up for our listeners. Not beer, not mushrooms, little tablets that you eat.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you can have that for dinner,
I
guess.
Yeah. It's for dinner, so presumably not medicinal ones, but nutritional ones.
I'm going to go for pills then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, looking at him, I'm going to say, looks like kind of like a guy who would have had pineapple Stewart last night.
Okay.
I'll check the answer. Carrots and peas. That's not even, that's like a side dish,
So who eats
that
for
dinner?
dinner?
Part of a larger meal, but not just that by itself. I mean, okay, no, to be fair, you could roast the carrots. That would be pretty good.
I guess it's a healthy guy. Or
mushy peas. Okay, actually, no, thinking about it, mushy peas and some roasted carrots. That would be pretty good.
Maybe he had a big lunch.
Maybe. I was imagining him with just like a small portion and just boiled at first, okay, that's not a meal, but big, really huge ones maybe. Roasted with honey on them, garlic, Okay.
See, now I want to have carrots and peas.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Shall I take the next one?
Yes, please.
Where did Costas go on his last holiday?
Mm-hmm.
Cyprus, Malawi, Luxembourg, Tibet. Pretty exotic destinations.
Yeah. On his last holiday, I mean, we can't tell from the photo how long ago that was.
No.
All right. Well, actually, so let's narrow it down a bit, though. He doesn't look suntanned.
No.
So either he didn't go somewhere sunny, or he just wear lots of sunscreen. And
that's true. Yeah. Okay. But like Kostas sounds like
a Greek name, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he went to Cyprus
to visit family, maybe.
I'm going for Cyprus.
Oh, damn, I was about to say.
But we can both have the same answer.
That's true. It's not. Forget the word for it, but basically we can choose the same answer. But that somehow feels a bit cheap, Like, hey, then it will still be a draw if you're correct, and it will still be a draw if you're wrong. If we both choose it.
True.
I'm going to say somewhere else. I'm going to say Tibet.
Okay. So let's check. Cyprus.
I mean, well done. Congratulations.
Nice.
And hey, at least my idea worked. It's not a draw.
True.
There's still 3 more questions, I think. So I'll read the next one. What pet animal does Costas have? Does he have an onyx, an axolotl, a civet, or none? No pets at all.
I don't... See, I've heard...
I know an axolotl and a civet. I don't actually know what an onyx is.
I don't even know what a civet is.
It's a type of cat, I think.
Huh?
I think. Actually, I haven't seen one in real life. I just seem to remember that from reading it somewhere.
Axolotl is like
they're like
salamander or
lizard. Something like I think more like a salamander. Like they live in water. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if they're amphibians or fish or something else, but either way, they live in water. I'm
gonna go for the onyx, the one I don't know.
Makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna say, what pet animal does Costas have? Well, I'm gonna say a civet.
Okay.
And the answer is none. Costas has no pet animals.
They have 3 super exotic ones, and he doesn't actually have one.
No.
It feels like they ran it. They could have said dog or cat or chicken.
Yeah, I mean, the cat maybe the civet, but the other more animals you've heard of more. At least neither of us even know what an onyx is.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're in the lead, yeah? 1-0.
That's true. Okay. Next question. What is Costas' social security number? Man, that's boring.
Also, how do we... That's not multiple choice here.
No, this is an open question.
Yeah. I mean, I'll guess it. No, okay. I was going to say I would guess a number, but...
No, come on. That's this is impossible. Come on, okay. We're skipping this one.
Yeah, next one. This is the last question, I think. If I win this, it's a draw. If I don't, you've won.
All right.
What is Costas's profession? So it's on sabbatical, It's a teacher, it's a cybersecurity specialist, or a bin man.
Seeing him on a blanket, I think he's on sabbatical.
That's the trickiness of this game. Yeah, like we don't know when this photo was taken. Was it a weekend? Was it okay? Anyway, so you're saying sabbatical. Yeah. I'm gonna say a teacher. He looks teacherish, like a teacher.
I guess there's kids around me.
Yeah. And the answer is cybersecurity specialist.
Oh, no.
Congratulations,
Nice.
you won.
And also, we downloaded a bunch of data from a cybersecurity specialist.
Oh yeah, right. How did Sure, it's his job, yeah, but personal life doesn't worry about it so much. Maybe.
I wonder. Do you know if you've been subject to?
I think I think you don't get like notifications in real time, but if you want, you can look up like how many times have I been.
I've never done that actually.
Nor have I actually.
And can you see who? So like,
I think for that you need to pay extra.
Or be a cybersecurity specialist.
Or exactly, work there and have access to the information, but at least the default is you don't see who saw you in the game.
Okay.
That I forgot.
That was PrivTriv. Yeah.
PrivTriv, yeah, that was it.
So the next game, looting, this requires a bit more action.
Mm-hmm.
And for you as a listener, you can stay seated or laying down or running.
Yeah. But I need to go get. Well, one of us needs to go get something, and I'll go get something.
Sure. So, shall I? Oh, basically, maybe when you leave, I can, in the meantime, describe.
Yeah, give me a little.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me some time to go find whatever. I'll be back.
All right. All right. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
So, for the listeners, looting is about bringing something back after teleporting somewhere. So that's what Simon is doing now. He's teleporting somewhere. He brings it back, and I have to guess where he's been based on the thing. So, okay. We're waiting. This is boring, actually. I can tell a joke. Two robots with big dogs meet each other on the street. One says, "Watch out, it bites." And the other one says, "Don't worry, mine megabytes." Yeah, there's usually when I tell that joke, there's people laughing, but I hope you're laughing back then if the joke makes sense in the past. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I was running out of things to talk about. I told a joke.
Nice.
The one about the robot dogs.
Very nice, very nice. So,
okay.
I brought you this. Let me make some space here on the table.
This is okay. I will describe it.
Mm-hmm.
So what you brought back it's a glass bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can hand it to you.
Nice. It's really cold. I guess that's maybe a clue. But the bottle is really cold, and it's like a flat bottle but round. So it has like a cork top, and on it is a picture of a horse in the snow dragging something like a sleigh behind it. And what's in there is like the bottle is transparent, and it's like a brownish liquid. And on it says sirop d'érable. Sirop d'érable. Mm-hmm. Okay. Which I don't know what it means, but it looks... Okay. So, can I ask questions?
Of course, yeah. Please. Is it the kind of... I forgot though. Is this the kind of game where I can just say yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go then.
And I get 5 questions.
Yep.
So, can you eat or drink this?
You can. Oh, I'm out of practice. Yes. You probably want to ask questions. We say this or this. You just want a question where yes or no makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was a practice. But yes.
Okay. Have you enjoyed this yourself?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Can you get this in one particular country only?
No.
Last question then. Was it snowing where you were?
Yes.
Okay. Then I get 1 guess to pick I have something in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Let me. I'm thinking it was snowing where you were there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were in Benin.
I was not.
Damn.
Yeah. Should I say where?
Yeah.
I was in Canada, in Vancouver.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is you. And I haven't actually looked at the bottle so closely. Hey, yeah, okay, you read it there, but just above it has it in English.
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Okay. I was reading the French.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
So
you've never had it before, or even heard of it, I guess.
I've heard of it now that you mentioned maple syrup. I have heard of it.
Yeah,
I hear it's good.
It's pretty tasty.
Okay,
really good on waffles or pancakes.
See, because it is in English and French, that would have been like a country-speaking boat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe the French threw me off.
Sure, yeah.
Actually, I also said Benin. I don't think it ever snows in Benin. That was not smart.
I don't know much about Benin, so I just knew it was the wrong place.
Yeah. Canada makes more sense. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that was looting. I think because one of us has to leave, maybe we keep it to one round.
Yeah, of looting. Also, we like to keep our shows relatively short, so...
Okay, I think the next one, I think we had, for example, also another round of red dress.
Mm-hmm.
We can play this.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
So for our listeners, this is also a bit of a visual game, but like last time, we will basically say what we see.
Describe our process.
Exactly. You want to explain again briefly what it was?
Yeah, so we choose something. Okay, I can say now already what we'll do. We're going to do 2 rounds of this. Mm-hmm. First round, we need to find someone drinking from a hose.
Someone drinking from a hose.
Drinking from a hose. What are they drinking? Don't know. What type of hose? Don't know. So, meaning it's up to, it's open in that sense. It's not so precise.
But then we need to disconnect our lenses and we both hit the cams and we can both describe what we're seeing.
Yep.
And then the first of us to find the item wins.
Correct. Let's not describe it in parallel or at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a bit confusing. But just, as last time, we search and whoever finds it first says done or found it or whatever you want to say. And then describe
it to the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. So someone drinking from a hose?
Someone drinking from a hose.
You want to count down?
Yep, I'll do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Dook.
So for the listener still...
Mm-hmm. Flickering eyes in midair, tapping fingers on invisible keyboards as you do.
I have really no idea where to start.
Oh, I'm narrowing it down. There we go. Okay, I'm going to speak a little bit. Got to a mountain. Yep, there we go.
I went to Vancouver now.
they've got mountains there too. That's true. Okay, but I'm sticking around here in Germany in the Taunus. Okay, there we go. There's some folk climbing up a mountain.
I'm just scanning the street. I have no idea.
There, I got it.
What?
Yeah. So I was a little... So it's like always, whoever says the thing probably has something in mind. And of course, after I said it, I imagined it could be someone like in their garden drinking, water from a hose pipe, especially in the summer. It's pretty hot.
But smart.
Actually, that's one way. But I had the other way, which is basically from a few weeks ago on a hike. Yeah, okay. Someone had in their rucksack a water bladder with a hose sticking out that they were taking sips from while they climbed the mountain. See? So I just looked. I didn't look for that day. That would have been cheating a little. I did look, okay, mountain, people climbing. I just looked around for people. When I found people, I looked amongst them. Okay, who's drinking from a tube? There you go.
Oh man,
What kind of hose were you looking for?
I don't know. I had no imagination. I was just basically scanning the busy streets from Vancouver.
Just in case someone.
And I thought of Vancouver because of the maple syrup.
Sure, maybe it was something I saw there.
Or maybe I would have found somebody drinking maple syrup from a hose.
Through a hose, directly from a tree.
Man, that would have been bonus points.
That would have been tying into the previous game.
Yeah, I had no idea where to start. But then I'm going to randomize the item.
That's probably a better idea.
Okay, so stop. Okay, this is the sponsored section.
Okay.
Okay, so it's okay. They're telling us to search for Kellogg's Crunchy Nut.
Okay.
It's again from
the
Kellogg's.
hoverboard maker, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But this sounds. Isn't this this is their new breakfast cereal?
I don't know that name, but that makes more sense because I can't imagine a type of hoverboard called a Crunchy Nut.
Or maybe they're building a new city with this name.
Maybe.
Okay.
So I guess part of it's also working out even what a Kellogg's Crunchy Nut is.
It's actually pretty smart. This is sponsored. They make us now go look for this, and then this is
part of our search will be in their
advertising.
shops and.
Okay, but if the game is free, okay, I can imagine you get some sponsorship.
Yeah.
Okay, I will count down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I'm going to try the supermarket first. May as well.
If it's new, they must have advertisement.
That's a good idea. I'm looking in the hoverboard section in the supermarket. See, that's where I get all my hoverboards.
I was actually still in Vancouver. I'm now scanning.
I mean, they probably sell them there too.
I'm scanning billboards.
Yeah. But there's nothing here in the hoverboard section, so it must be some other product they make.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Smart.
Or at least it's not in stock at that shop. Yeah. What else do they even make?
There it's
hoverboards. Is
I know. This is Kellogg's Cosmic Crunchies.
That's right. Their new cereals that they make. Hey, maybe it could be a breakfast cereal, I guess.
I know it's changing.
Wait, what?
I'm looking at I'm on one of the big squares in
poster.
Vancouver. No, but it's changing every time. It's a different breakfast cereal. I'm going to stand looking at this now, waiting for Crunchy Nut to show up.
Okay, but does a poster of a thing count, or do we need to find the thing itself?
Oh, it's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
No, we need to find the thing itself.
The thing itself. Okay, but if it shows up on the poster, okay, I'm going to assume it's an accessory for a hoverboard, because I think that's more likely based on what they make. So I'm going to go. I was in the section where they sell the hoverboards. Now I'm going to the accessories section. I'm going to look through there.
There's a stand. I see it.
There's I just found it too. You just found it?
Yeah, it's a Kellogg stand below the big banner. They're handing it out to passerbys. It's in there.
But wait, they're handing out hoverboard accessories?
No, it's actually breakfast cereal.
But wait, I found in the hoverboard accessories. Okay, but you found it first, so you go.
Oh, they have. That's pretty smart actually. So they have a hoverboard accessory and a breakfast cereal. Oh.
Maybe one is cross promoting the other. But either way, you found it first. But can you sell any more information about it other than it's a breakfast cereal called Crunchy Nut?
Okay. I can't open the package. We can follow. We can follow somebody along. We just
see what they do with it after they take it.
Okay, so it's a pretty tiny box. So there's kind of like
can you make out the pictures on it? Hey, if you send me the link, I can also look at the same thing you're looking at.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, let me connect to you.
Yep, thanks. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I see it. They did like a small shop, yeah? All they bought was that, and it looks like a small bottle of milk.
Ah.
Okay, and they're walking short. Okay. This is real time, yeah? So that we can't, speed it up. We just have to...
Yeah. Okay, or we can
we
can keep it as a cliffhanger for our listeners.
We'll find out, or we'll say another day, what did this person do with the Kellogg's Crunchy Nut and the milk that they bought? Who can say?
I think it's a nice change to the next game. You want to explain what this one is?
Yeah. So this is called Congo Shuffle. And what we do is we say to a Congo, hey, generate me some food, but you don't know what it's going to be. I mean, you actually say, Congo, let's play the Congo Shuffle. That's what you actually say. And what it does is then it generates some food for you. And the idea is you have no idea what it is, and you taste it, sniff it, whatever you like, and you need to guess what the ingredients are. And you even get extra points if you actually recognize what the thing is.
And we're burning through the games, but we've had them all prepared. So we had all connections set up, and to actually help us out, we have a random generated dish standing on our desk
already here, but with a cloth over it. So let me just take the cloth off. There we go, and here we go. Here's a bowl.
So exactly. So, but it's unrecognizable. So that's the idea. So
right,
this could be
to look. Okay. When it says recognized, it means by taste. It purposefully generates the food, not looking how you would.
Exactly. These are kind of like crisps, right? So they look like crisps,
wafers of some kind. Yeah.
But then when you taste them, you have to guess the ingredients and ideally also the dish it's supposed to represent.
That's right. Let's go. After you. Oh, it's spicy.
Totally.
Salty and spicy.
I'm guessing chickpeas.
Ingredients, yeah. So we say the ingredients and then it scores us at the end, yeah. So, okay, you're saying chickpeas. I'm saying salt.
Smart.
Chili powder or chili of some kind.
Basil. I think there's basil in there.
I'm gonna taste another one. Tomatoes.
Chicory.
I think you said that already, yeah?
No, chickpeas. I think chickpeas. There's chickpeas in there, and I think there's chicory in it.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Shall we see what our score is?
Yeah. Oh, but did you already get 3? Did you already get 3 ingredients?
I'm going to say chili, salt, and tomatoes. I said those 3 at least.
Okay.
But before we get the score, shall we see if we recognize? I don't recognize the dish.
No,
do you?
I also have no
So we'll
idea
just see
what
what our
this
score is based on the ingredients.
Okay, let's check. Oh, you got 2 right.
Nice.
I got none.
I'm the winner.
There's no chickpeas in here,
That's what it says.
and no chicory. I was
No,
convinced
definitely
it was
salt and definitely chili. No tomatoes though. I was sure I tasted that.
Huh. Okay.
Can it tell us what it was, or is that?
Yeah, you can have it display all the ingredients.
No, sure. But what was the dish?
It can do that. So let me check.
Please.
Okay, Senegalese sawabi.
Okay, I mean, I don't even recognize the name.
No.
So, but it was pretty tasty, pretty spicy.
Wow, and look at the list. That's wow.
We only got a small fraction of the ingredients.
There's myrrh in there.
Cool.
Okay, well, I guess it's boring if we read the ingredients here for the listeners. Okay, I think maybe we do SnatchIt and then we call it a day, not to burn our listeners.
Sure, yeah.
You want to describe again?
So SnatchIt. It's what you do is you catch wild animals. And so in our case, one person's going to go out and catch the wild animal, and the other, when they bring it back, the other person has to guess what it is.
Yeah.
And what makes it a bit special, you're catching a wild animal, how are you going to bring it back home? It gets caught in this little SnatchIt ball that shrinks it down to, 5 centimeters across at most. And that's the radius of the ball.
Yeah, it uses shrinking technique, and then it gets caught in the SnatchIt. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. The tricky thing is to actually find a wild animal
in the first place.
Exactly. So, but I mean, it can be any animal. It can be an onyx or an axolotl or a civet.
Sure, if it's a small enough animal, you don't need to shrink it.
That's true.
Just if it's too large.
Okay, so the idea is that now I get to go, right?
Yep.
Am I still cleared? So can I come back, or do you need to let me in?
You just need to knock, and I'll hear that, and then I'll let you in.
Okay.
When you're back.
Cool.
Okay, so then I'll speak about something while you're gone.
I could have gone before, and you could have explained it.
That would have made a lot of sense.
Okay. I'll make it quick.
Yep. See you soon. Okay, so while Dirk is out looking for a wild animal to shrink, what shall I talk about? Okay. This is something I wanted to talk about for a while. So in the future, how is it different from 200 years ago to make friends? Yeah, like to new people, basically, not people you know already or have known for decades. And maybe it's similar to 200 years ago. That part I'm not so clear on. But one of the ways, at least one of the ways I do, is pretty nice, is I go on hikes. And there's these random other people also hiking. And then while we're walking along, we're talking. And it's pretty nice because, sure, there's other ways you can meet people, like in bars, for example. And that's nice too, of course. You have some drinks. Okay. Yep, come in. Hey, that was not so long.
No.
Was there one just outside, or did you need to go
no,
far?
I got lucky.
Uh-huh.
I transported myself to a zoo.
Now that is an idea.
Okay, so here's the SnatchIt.
Okay, and I need to listen and see if I can...
So how long did I take?
I didn't set a timer, I'm afraid, but not long, like maybe a minute or two at most.
A minute or two? Mm-hmm. Oh man, and how much time did I have?
I didn't set a timer.
We
didn't mention that part of the game, because sure, that's part of a more competitive thing, yeah, like especially when you have more than 2 people, you have multiple people going out, and you set a timer, and either the first one back wins, or within, if you're not even back at all, you're disqualified.
That would be bad if you're not even coming back from catching wild animals. Oh, did we mention that I was supposed to catch a lion? Did we mention this?
We did not mention what animal. Yeah, okay, we kind of...
You
were meant to catch a lion. Did you catch a lion?
I did, actually. That's why I went to the zoo.
That's why you went to the zoo.
Okay, we kind of left out... Okay.
Because I mentioned guessing, but okay, actually, basically there's a different variance on the game. I was thinking of the guessing version, where you go catch something and I need to guess what it is. either on clues or sounds or whatever. But like actually you had in mind the other version where we agree on an animal beforehand.
That's why I was rushing. Okay. Okay, so
people listening, hey, check it out. There's 2 variants of this game and we've played both.
Exactly, at the same time.
I know what's in there. It's a lion.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't actually believe you got a lion. That doesn't seem realistic. I mean, I know you went to the zoo, but they're pretty big things. You know, they don't like to be caught.
No, sure. I mean, why would I? Okay, let me.
Can you prove it in some way?
Yeah. Let me open it.
Okay. Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna put it on the tip. See?
Yeah, I see. Okay. There's the SnatchIt ball. You're gonna open it.
Okay, let me press it on the side. Okay.
Oh.
See?
I mean, it's so tiny. You can barely make it out. Oh, but wait. It jumped down. I can't see it anymore. Where'd it go?
It's under your chair now.
Okay, I'm not going to move in case I squish it, but I still don't see it. Oh, hey, but I hear it.
Yeah. It's
where'd it go?
It's running under the
cupboard. I can't even make it out. It's moving so fast, but I see like a blur.
It's under the cupboard now. Let me see if I can get to it.
Yep, see if you can.
Oh no, it's all the way
too
in the corner.
Deep. Yeah. Can you shine a torch at it, a light? Maybe that encourages it to come out.
Try.
No. It's just backing away, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's not hiding in the corner.
I mean, it's pretty tiny. It's not going to cause so many problems, but we should get it at some point.
Yeah, you don't want to have a tiny line. Also, I'm not sure how long the shrinking lasts.
Oh, okay, then we definitely need to get it. But shall we get it? Shall we wrap up the show and get it? Well, let's get it after we wrap up the show. Yeah.
I didn't charge the SnatchIt up front, so I'm not sure if it's going to last really long.
The shrinking of it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is becoming more and more serious.
Okay, then shall we? Okay.
Let's wrap things up.
Do we still mention how they can reach us?
Of course, it's important. You know, tiny lions under the cupboards are also important, but also telling our listeners 200 years ago to email us at microlasagna5@gmail.com with the number 71 in the subject line. That is even more important because that's how we'll know that this went back in time to where it went back in time. Oh, well, okay, there's the lion again. Okay, that's how you get in touch with us. microlasagna5@gmail.com. You can even ask us questions about this little lion here.
Definitely do that. We'll let you know what happened next week. So thanks for listening and see you in 200 years.
Bye-bye.